This is our first all hands meeting ever. We're going to go over some of our accomplishments, some of our changes that are coming up, and just kind of checking in as we have been doing for the last couple of weeks. For those of you who are just joining us, I hope those ads are ready. I hope they're done. For real, if they're not done, you might as well subscribe right now, because this year is going to be the year that you don't want to deal with this shit. I promise you right now. My name is Kai Blackmane. It is so nice to meet you face to face. And welcome to the Citaverse. Welcome to Citizens HQ. This is, I think, my first time on this channel, actually. This is my first time on this channel, as it has been in this iteration, Citizens HQ. A couple of years ago, I posted on Instagram on my personal that I wanted to be a streamer. I posted that a few years ago, just a shitty kind of video like this. I think I had like a gray tank top on, and I just proclaimed it. I put it out there. I want to be a streamer. Not sure how that looked, not sure why exactly, but I knew that it's what I wanted to do. So here we are, a few years later. Maybe that was a year ago, maybe it was 2 years ago, I don't remember. And we've made a lot of good strides. I decided to give my streaming channel away, not away, but to the community that we built on that channel, and we've changed it to Citizens HQ. Citizens are the people that make up the Citaverse, the citadel within the metaverse. So that makes sense. It's our HQ, it's our headquarters. This is where it's going to go down. If you want to be tapped in with everything that we're doing around here, you want to make sure you see Citizens HQ, you follow. That's pretty much it. That's the gist of it. We've accomplished a lot in the year of 2025. I feel like I haven't been able to speak to you all. Shout out to Jamie, who has been carrying the Citaverse on their back, truly, not only with events, consistent events throughout 2025, with our movie night, with our game nights, with our budding book club. Shout out to book club. We've had so much going on behind the scenes in the pit of the community that I don't even know. Like, I feel like someone coming back from 22, or 21, maybe even 2020, wouldn't even recognize us, just because of how active, how passionate everybody has been with our events and with all of our ongoing attempts to create a nicer community for everybody who comes in, right? It's been fantastic. I think 2024, we really were getting organized, and 2025, we were experimenting. What can we do here? What can we do there? Like, what works, what doesn't? And I think we've gotten a really good vibe of what is capable, what is possible for the future. So shout out to everybody who's been a part of the event. In terms of our Discord, like on that same topic, we've had more growth in the past year than we've had in any other year previous. We've had people coming in and staying significantly more. I would probably say probably a 25% increase in people coming in and staying put, which is incredible. Usually those of you in the know someone will come into the CV, get lost, and then leave. And that's just been the pattern. But we've had consistent welcoming. We've had consistent organization of the channels. We've done an amazing job making sure that our Discord is navigatable, accessible, and welcoming. The sense, the feeling of this being a stay for you, this being a place for you to come and rest. I think we've gotten closer to it. I think we're doing a lot better than we were in 23, 24. Okay, so really great job. We'll talk a little bit more about changes later, but we've been putting in the work. We've done events. We've done Discord. And I kind of am alluding to this next point that I have, this accomplishment. That's an accomplishment, and I cannot have a meeting and not acknowledge that we've been here for 5 years, and it will be 6 years in 2026. Now, next little accomplishment, big accomplishment, guys, is that shout out to our new community editor. We have an editor. We found an editor. We have hired an editor, a community editor who's trying to grow with us. It's exactly the type of person we need. Someone who kind of understands our vision, someone who understands our pillars of the Citaverse. The Citaverse's pillars are two C's, two S's. Chosen family, collaboration, service, and safety. One accomplishment. We are partnering with ThaGallows. ThaGallows is our first step and was my first step personally towards what you're seeing here. ThaGallows is to love Coenma, a dear friend of mine, what the Citaverse is to me, to Kai Blackmane. It is a protected community. It is a community full of creatives. It is a community full of independent thinkers, full of potential. And one of our goals here for the Citaverse is to create a network of information, resources, and relationships. That is what the Citaverse is. It is important for us to find as many partners in this digital sphere as possible. The Citaverse is your home in the metaverse. It's the citadel, the safe space in your metaverse. This past year, towards the end of 2025, I decided that ThaGallows, Love Coenma's community, would be an amazing place for us to grow towards. Grow towards, I think, is the best way that I can put it. For those of you that don't know, we have had a loyalty currency on this channel. Like I said before, this channel was not always Citizens HQ. It was my personal Twitch channel of many, many names. And on that channel, we had loyalty points, and they were called stake. And what I did with the stake, is when you earned loyalty points by being in the stream, by following, or by referring a friend to stream, or subscribing, you would earn stake. You would earn about 130 stake, which I put to the monetary value of 0.024 cents, right? Now, and I forgot the key way to earn stake, giving bits. And that's key because when you give a bit, that's about 0.02 cent, all right? So you give me bits, I give you stake. A stake is a little bit more than your bits. And at the end of the stake exchange session or whatever, so usually when I get a payout, I would look at all of my followers' bit counts in Streamlabs, and I would say, okay, Muy Guapo got 4,000 bits, right? He donated 4,000 bits. That translates to 4,000 times 0.024 stake, okay? Then we change that stake amount. This is getting complicated, but bear with me, we're almost done. We change that stake amount to a USD amount. I take it out of my payout, and I send it to Muy Guapo. I say, Muy Guapo, thank you so much for donating to the stream. Thank you so much for supporting us. We want to support you. Stake will now be called, and look out for this on Instagram, C-Stock, Citaverse stock, Cita stock. I know it sounds crazy. Let it rest. C-Stock. For right now, let's try it out. Let's try C-Stock, Cita stock, if you guys want to call it. And for the OGs, I'm not going to stop you from calling it stake. But for everyone else, we're going to call it C-Stock. That's number one, C-Stock. Number two, some of you might have noticed that Jamie has been streaming a lot more on Citizens HQ. Jamie will be streaming pretty sporadically for right now. We're working on getting Jamie on a schedule that works a little bit with the Gallows, but we're working on getting Jamie on a schedule so that you guys can enjoy our new show on this channel, Game Time at HQ. Okay? So whenever you see Game Time at HQ, know that it's one of our creators streaming any game that they want. Our creators right now consist of me, Eli, Simbawiththescar, who is the musician, our community musician, our community beat master, and Jamie. So you can pretty much expect any one of them to be streaming. This also extends to the Gallows. You can expect to see the Gallows streaming on this channel. And what that is going to look like is called Showcase at the HQ. So, Game Time. Don't forget that, Game Time at HQ and Showcase at Game Time. I'll let you know the schedule. Showcase, I'll let you know the schedule. The Citaverse needs personality. The reason I spent 8 hours in a factory shift thinking about what's something that brings communities together, and my answer was adversity, which is crazy. But then it was like a challenge, and we haven't had that in a long time. So this is my challenge to all of you. I know that the Citaverse needs a little bit of oomph. We need personality. We need something that tells people when they don't know anything about us, as we're posting, as we're putting things out, something that tells people who we are. So what I'm offering to every citizen is $100 to bring Cita the hummingbird to life. It doesn't matter that you're not an artist. It doesn't matter that you can't draw. I will take written descriptions and we can have a community artist sketch it up. I'm offering $100 to anybody who can write up a description, who can do a sketch, a digital sketch, a written sketch, that's fine, whatever. Just don't use AI and just send it to Cita the Hummingbird on Discord or on Instagram. And whoever can do this by February 28th, to the best, and we might vote on it. We probably will vote on it. We probably will vote on them. I'll pick like the top 3, and yeah, man, you get $100 if yours is the most representative of what Cita is. You get $100. I'm so content. I'm so filled with joy. I'm content. I don't need the Discord anymore, and that kind of scares me a little bit. It makes me sad. It's not like I don't need you guys, but I don't need the Discord in the way that I thought I did. Guys, I'm going to be 30 years old this year. I get made fun of for it all the time. I know you're aware, but I'm going to be 30 years old. There are some people in the server who are under 15 years old. There are some people in the server who are a decade younger than me. And this isn't to say that we can't interact, but it's not a space for me any longer. There are new people joining all the time, and there will continue to be new people joining all the time. And it simply wouldn't be appropriate for me to be there all the time. It makes it feel small. It's kind of like there's an all-seeing eye. Guys, I have to step back. 2026 is the year that I step back. I'm changing my role. I'll be working primarily through social media. I will be in our office spaces on Discord. I will be in my personal Discord, but I will not be in the Citaverse very often. Yeah, guys, it's really time. It's time for me to grow up. Another thing that I have to mention here before we go, I was talking to my family, and family, I guess I'm going to talk to you. I mean, it's kind of a moot point. You're all my family. But family, from my point of view, I am the executive director and gunning to be the CEO of this organization and this, hopefully, maybe money-making company. Let's be honest. I want to make us money. I want to make money for me. I want to make us into a service. Again, the 2 C's and the 2 S's. Service. Obviously, yeah, like I don't think we can be a total nonprofit on this platform. They're coming ads soon. But I'm doing so much. It's not leaving me time for my family. You want to hear something real? It's not leaving me time for Victoria. I have to do better. That's really it. I have to be a better son. I have to be a better brother. I have to be a better uncle. I have to be a better big cousin. I have to be a better brother. I have to be a better everything. That's it. Tomorrow I'll be poof. Edit that. Let me do the poof. I'll be poof. And I'll miss you guys. I'll miss the interactions. But it's up. Alright, so that's been the all hands meeting. You guys will see a lot of what we talked about on Instagram and in the server. If you don't follow our Instagram yet, please do. If you are just joining us and you missed the whole thing, look forward to seeing this address on YouTube, and you'll get links to all of that too later.